Hello everyone, how are you? The topic that I will discuss in this part of my lecture, that is a warrant of arrest. Basically, it is the continuation of my previous lecture in which I was discussing someone, and I have already discussed meaning and definition of someone under section 61 to 69 of the CRPC, and also various modes of service of someone, how a someone is to be served. What I will discuss in this part of my lecture, that is a warrant of arrest. That is also a very important steps to ensure the appearance of the accused before the criminal court. What I will discuss in this part of my video lecture, what is a warrant, what is a bailable warrant, to whom warrant is directed, and who can issue the warrant, and modes of executing a warrant, and last one is the execution of warrant outside local jurisdiction of the court which is issuing the warrant. Let us start. What is a warrant? Basically, warrant is a written order issued and signed by the court directed to one or more police officer, commanding him to arrest the body of accused person, the person against whom there is a charge that he has committed any serious offense. Therefore, the court has a power to issue a warrant to arrest him and produce him before the criminal court. In the circumstances, in the condition, situation, if it is proved that someone was duly served against him and he was disobeying the someone or willfully evading the someone, under that circumstances the court has a power to issue a warrant of arrest against the accused to arrest him and produce him before the criminal court. Now we will discuss what should be included in the warrant. Basically, according to section 70 of the CRPC, it says that the court has a power to issue a warrant. Warrants, in warrant, it should be included, it must be signed, it must be in writing, it must be signed by the court, and warrant must disclose the name and description of the accused against whom it is to be executed, and also warrant must specify the nature of the offenses which was committed by the accused, and also it further says that warrant must clearly shows that the person who has to go to execute the warrant, his name and description and designation must be given in the warrant of arrest. So these are the basic things which should be included in the warrant of arrest, if the court is issuing the warrant. Further, section 70 of the CRPC says that warrant shall remain effective, shall remain in force unless it is executed, unless it is cancelled by the court. Basically, CRPC does not contemplate the general warrant of arrest. It is nowhere written in the CRPC that there should be a general warrant for all the offences or particular offences. Generally, warrant is to be issued by the court in serious offences, serious cases. It cannot be issued by the court in all the offences, in all the cases. So there is no such provision in the CRPC to issue a general warrant. And also, warrant cannot be issued by the court to arrest the accused and produce him before the police officer or investigation officer. Warrant is always issued by the court to arrest the accused and produce him before the court. So this is called a warrant of arrest. Now I am moving to discuss what is a bailable warrant. Basically, the bailable, this is a very general term. It is always being used. It is always used by us. Bailable warrant. So what is a bailable warrant? as per the section 71 of the CRPC, whenever a warrant is issued by the court, if there is a direction or endorsement in the warrant of arrest that the person who will execute the warrant or the person who has to be arrested under the warrant, if he is ready to give the security and execute the bond, then the executing officer, the person who is going to execute the warrant, he has been authorized by the court to take the surety and execute the warrant bond and release him immediately. So in general terms we can say that if there is a direction in the warrant of arrest that whenever the person is to be arrested and if he is ready to give the security and execute the bond, then he can be released by the person who is executing the warrant immediately. That is called bailable warrant. Now I am going to discuss to whom warrant is directed. Basically the warrant is directed to one or more police officer. It can be directed to one or more police officer. If no police officer is immediately available and arrest is necessary, then in warrant court may mention that another police officer can execute the warrant. So this is called endorsement. This is called the court has a power to direct one or more officer to execute the warrant. In the absence of the person who has been named in the warrant and he is not available to execute the warrant, then other person who has been named in the warrant, he can execute the warrant. So therefore we can say that warrant can be directed to one or more person. Who can issue the warrant? Under the CRPC, only the Chief Judicial Magistrate and First Class Magistrate has a power to issue a warrant of arrest against the accused. In cases if he is an escape convict or if the accused is an absconder, he has been declared to be an absconder under section 82 of the CRPC, or if he is a person accused of non-bailable offence, then the Chief Judicial Magistrate and the First Class Magistrate has a power to issue a warrant of arrest against such accused. Now I am moving to discuss mode of executing the warrant. How a warrant is to be executed. Warrant कैसे execute किया जाता है? The person who has been named in the warrant, so he will go at the place where the accused is residing. Wherever if he got the information accused is residing in such and such place, he will go and he will notify, he will show the substance of warrant. And because accused has a right to ask the officer who is going to execute the warrant that under what authority he is arresting me, therefore he can ask. So for the sake of this, so the officer who is going to execute the warrant, he has to show the copy of warrant that that court has issued a warrant against you, therefore you are being arrested under this order. And it is also his duty, the moment he has arrested the accused, so without unnecessary delay, he has to produce the accused before the court issuing the warrant of arrest. Now I am moving to discuss how a warrant can be executed outside the local jurisdiction of the court. For example, if the accused who has committed an offence in a Rohini court, in the local jurisdiction of the Rohini court, but he is residing in the jurisdiction of the Tis Hazari court. So how a warrant to be executed under that circumstances? The process is that warrant not to be directed to police officer to execute by going there in Tis Hazari court jurisdiction. Rather, there is a process under the CRPC under section 78 to 81 of the CRPC which says that कि warrant is to be forwarded to the superintendent of police of 30,000 court or executive magistrate or district magistrate या or police commissioner, and that police commissioner or district magistrate or executive magistrate has to get it executed by the subordinate officer. तो हम कह सकते हैं कि इस सिचुएशन में सपोज क्राइम किया गया है रोहिणी कोर्ट के जुरिडिक्शन में, लेकिन एक्यूज को अरेस्ट किया जाना है जो रहता है कहाँ है, 30,000 कोर्ट के जुरिडिक्शन में, तो वहाँ का जो एग्जीक्यूटिव मजिस्ट्रेट होगा, सुपरिटेंडेंट ऑफ पुलिस होगा या पुलिस कमिश्नर होगा, उसके जुरिडिक्शन उसको फॉरवर्ड किया जाएगा वारंट की कॉपी, और वो पुलिस कमिश्नर, वो एग्जीक्यूटिव मजिस्ट्रेट, वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट वारंट को एग्जीक्यूट कराएगा। इन केस अगर इनको ना भेज के डायरेक्टली अगर रोहिणी कोर्ट के ही पुलिस ऑफिसर को डायरेक्ट किया जाता है कि वो जाके उस वारंट के एग्जीक्यूट करे, तो उसके लिए भी देयर इज अ प्रोसेस अंडर द सीआरपीसी दैट कि ही विल टेक द एंडोर्समेंट फ्रॉम द एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफ मजिस्ट्रेट और द सुपरिटेंडेंट ऑफ पुलिस, या जिस लोकल थाने के जुरिडिक्शन में वो एक्यूज रिजाइड करता है उस ऑफिसर की को इन्फॉर्म करके, सूचना दे के, उसकी हेल्प लेके उस एक्यूज को अरेस्ट करने के लिए। तो these are the major things that I have discussed with you in this part of my lecture, and I will suggest you कि whenever you watch my lecture, so you need to read the bare act first, then watch my lecture, then you can understand whole the topic in a very proper, in a very simple way, and there are some important cases that I would like to tell you that you can cite whenever you will write the answer. So these were the Joginder Nath Mukherjee 1897 state was through the CBI versus Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar, and state of West Bengal and Jugal Kishore. These are the very important cases, and it will take too much time to explain it, to give the fact of the case. Therefore, you can read it on yourself. Thank you very much.